If you have been experiencing continuous backups or it's been determined that your sewer line is broken, you might be asking yourself, is it time to replace my entire sewer or perform a repair? Now there's a few factors that go into determining, or that we can actually help you maybe make your decision on which end you should go. One being is the cost factor. Obviously, if you replace your entire sewer at one time, it's a greater cost up front, but note that it's basically a one shot and done. Pipe should last you 60 years. You should never have to think about your sewer again. If you opt for a repair, it's important to note that A, the repair very well may last 10 plus years, or it could last 2 months. It all depends what the surrounding material is, or if there's been other repairs done on your main. A second big factor to note is the actual material of your existing sewer. If you have a cast iron sewer, more likely than not, we should be able to make a solid repair that should be able to last you a long time. If you do have a clay pipe and you have root infiltration, your pipe's been compromised to the point where we may not be able to get a repair that's going to last you years. We could perform a repair. The question is, how much of your pipe is compromised to the point of getting you longevity out of your repair? If you've had a camera inspection to determine the actual condition or the location of the break, it might help you make your decision. Now, if the camera inspection shows one isolated area where your sewer is broken or compromised, then good chances are we'll be able to make a repair that should last. If the camera inspection shows multiple breaks in different areas along your line, it doesn't pay to perform a bunch of isolated repairs on your sewer line. At that point, you would replace your entire sewer main. So there may be some circumstances when you don't have a break at all. Maybe you have a belly or a back pitch. Now, depending on how big or how long of this belly or back pitch you have, you may not have an option to perform a repair. At that point, you would have to replace your entire sewer. Now, there are some extreme circumstances that we've ran into to where the actual elevation of the city sewer is above the elevation of your sewer inside your house. Now, this would turn into a much larger scale project to where the entire sewer would have to be lifted up to get you the proper pitch, and that would actually require some internal piping as well. So it's important to note where the actual location of the break is. You might have a break in the roadway. You might be thinking to yourself, great, I'll just perform a repair. If you have any plans in the future to maybe do some work on your sidewalk or your property, maybe you're putting a new patio in or redoing your brownstone stoop, it might be time, if your sewer is compromised, to replace the whole thing at one shot, because everything's going to be excavated and ripped up, and I'm sure you would kick yourself in the head if you had to rip it all up again after you just spent all your money redoing your patio to put your sewer in. And lastly, we receive a lot of calls about sewer linings. It's important to note, it's illegal in New York City. You're not allowed to line your sewer. DEP does not approve of it. So it's really not an option. It's either you have to replace the whole thing or a section of pipe.